So this clip is on the map Tundra, and it's going to show you how the gun is. It's not the most accurate gun, but it's pretty good. It's a rapid firing gun. Here's an example. Watch how easily I kill this tank. So now there's another tank. Obviously, that's on the other side of the slope. There's no way I'm ever going to hit that tank. So obviously I was able to hit that tank for 106 damage over the curve of the land. In front of me right now is an S-35CA, which is a French tank destroyer, which is called the Bathtub. And this is a tier 5 and 6 game, so he's a threat. You know, we want to get rid of him. And unfortunately, he's in a very safe position right now. I'm trying to knock the buildings down. I don't have that many rounds, and I got to get him before he disappears. Don't get away, don't get away, don't get away. Ah, shit. And he's out of the game. This tank is a Stug IV. This is a German tier 5 tank destroyer, and the map is Stug. I am going to get 5 kills in this game. I have platooned with one of my allies, and the reason why is because a lot of people have helped me by platooning to help me complete missions over the years, so I always accept platoons with other players. Okay, so this is a good starting point for sniping with any tank. I'm going to be up against their stronger armor. I'm a middle tier tank, so I don't have high hopes. I don't expect to do a lot of damage, but this is a good place for this tank in general. So I'm either going to have to switch to high explosive rounds, which I did right now. Let's see how these HE rounds do. I'm going to go through a lot of rounds here. With HE rounds, you really want to hit that side armor where the tracks are. The gun's not accurate enough to hit them. Okay, so I finally got a hit for 33 damage. The ammo is going to land somewhere within that circle. So you want the circle to encompass the majority of that tank. I did switch back to the regular rounds because I only have a few HE rounds left, and I don't think I'm going to have any luck with them. Okay. So that's my first kill. I don't know if that first shot damaged him, but if you rewind the video and he had hit points and then he lost them, then you'll know that I was able to hit him when he was unspotted. But again, I don't know. I can't confirm if I did or not. So now I'm trying the APCR rounds. I'm going to see if I can penetrate him. Looks like I can. But it is expensive to fire them. And I am missing. Oh, look at that. So he's going to really slow down my team, which is why I want to get rid of him. Okay, so now we got an enemy tank showing up here on the side flank. And he doesn't know that I'm here yet. So one thing that I could do is move to the red line and then go on the other side of the track. And I'm going to be far away from the enemy. So most of the enemy tanks are not going to be able to shoot at me. And I might be able to get shots on that Panzer 38. Yeah, it looks like he's out of the game. You want to take as much position as possible. You want to deny the position to the enemy. You want to do as much spotting as you can. It looks like they finish off that KV-220. So we've got two tanks over here, the Lago and the T-67. We need to take out of the game. And there's the Lago. Hopefully I can get him. He's definitely going to be out in the open, at least for a time. Takes one or two more shots. Okay, 2 more shots to take him out of the game. Oh, no. Okay, he's done. That's 2 kills, and I've got 534 damage. So I got 2 incoming artillery shots. I do not use the first aid kit unless I'm in a tight emergency or if I have injured crew. The T-67 is a fast tank, so there's a good chance that he's not going to be in this location anymore. But the good news is we're going to surround the enemy. There's a lot of enemy tanks that have not been spotted yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 1 tank destroyer and 3 SPGs on the enemy team that have not been spotted yet. I know that there's a good chance that there'll be an SPG at the B1 area where the Lux is approaching. You can see that the T-67 just appeared in the southwest corner of the map, so we don't have to worry about him. And like I said, there is a tank in the B1 area. Missed my first shot. Keep on working on it. Keep on working on it. And he's out of the game. So I got 3 kills, and I'm up to 717 damage. My 2 platoon mates are already dead. They're not in the game anymore. The Hetzer is a well-armored tank. The 40 TP, I do have a 40 TP. I don't have a good crew on it, so it doesn't play very well. But I don't know how good the armor is on that. It's a medium tank. The Martyr, I'm guessing, is a weakly armored tank. And the T-67 is a weakly armored tank. So we should be pretty good. Most of the enemy tanks are going to be easy targets. And I will use the APCR rounds. You do want to learn to switch between rounds. If you don't want to spend the money on the rounds, the least you can do is get the rounds so you can practice switching. Because it's a technique you're going to learn, you're going to need to learn when you get higher up in the game. And he's out of the game. I got 820 damage, 3 kills. We're winning 10-8. And there's still 2 tanks that are unspotted. I love the music on this map. Okay, so it looks like I was spotted, so I withdrew. Ooh, that hurt. An Electo. Got a lucky shot in. And he's out of the game. I did locate one of the final artillery. Another tank was taken. Okay, the Martyr repositioned to the south. Come on. Nice. I got 5 kills. The score is 14-9. 918 damage. There's actually going to be more damage because when I damage those unspotted tanks, it doesn't show up in game. It's going to be in the after game report. So the T-67 did reposition to the southeast. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there in time. But let's see if he goes back a little bit. Well, we already know I'm not going to kill him. I've already disclosed that information. Someone take him out of the game. So he killed the M37, and now he's out of the game, and that's the game. So that's the Stug IV. It's a wonderful tank. It's a free tank. You can get it for free. I got 5 kills, 918 in-game damage, 167 spotting damage. This tank is a Stug IV. This is a German Tier 5 tank destroyer, and the map is Airfield. I am going to get 4 kills in this game, and you're going to get to see how rewarding this tank can be. Now, the Stug IV, when I first got it, I was disappointed by it, and I was disappointed because it didn't live up to my expectations, obviously. The reload speed is good. The aim time on the gun is okay. It's not special. The penetration is nothing special, and the amount of damage it does is pretty low. So it's not a fast tank. It'll do in the 30s. I'm doing 30 kilometers right now, and it rotates quickly. So all in all, the best thing about this tank is the traverse speed and the reload time. You can see I'm reloading in about a second or two. So you can get a lot of kills with this tank, and I usually do get a lot of kills with this tank. This is a type of tank that when I roll it out, I expect to get 4 or 5 kills. You're going to find the replays in this video. If this is a compilation video for the Stug IV, all the games are going to have 4 or 5 kills, and they were all done in the same day. So I do like playing this tank. Over time, I learned to enjoy playing this tank. When I first started, I was a light tank player. I played exclusively light tanks, but I've adjusted. I've learned to play the TD style, and the reason why is because I play from overseas. I'm in the Philippines right now on the NA server, and I've got a 260 millisecond ping time, so I had to play the TD when the ping time was really poor. Because when you play with a poor ping time, if you're playing a TD and you lose the connection, you don't get killed. But with a light tank, you get killed. So that's why I made the adjustment. So now I kind of like the tank. You've got these side skirts. You've got armor on the side, which is designed for small arms, and there's no small arms in the game. It doesn't really protect you from anything. It is spaced armor. It doesn't cover the entire side of the tank. How often do you get hit on the side? I don't know. But I'm just going to say that there's nothing special about that spaced armor on the side. You're going to see no major improvements. Okay, so I haven't gotten any kills yet, but I am going to get 4 kills in this game. That tank killed himself. He crashed. Churchill is a well-armored tank. It's going to be difficult to penetrate the armor. You got to be lucky and hit the turret. The turret is the weaker part of that tank. You'll notice that there's not a lot going on the north of the map. A lot of the action is in the south. And I did come here to hope to shoot down any tank that shows up in that position that I just looked at. But like I said, they didn't show up. So I'm moving forward to see if I could get that Churchill in range. The other issue with this tank is that the view range is not that big. I can't see the full view range of the tank, even though I probably have coated optics. Most of my tanks I'm going to run with coated optics, with vents, and either a gun rammer, usually a gun rammer, or it might have the gun laying drive. I do use a camo net, and the reason why is because I'm tired of being spotted while I'm sniping. So I decided to upgrade to the camo net, and the camo net is very valuable when you play in the frontline mode. In the frontline mode, it's not close action fighting, it's fighting from long ranges. So you want to have that camo net to make sure you stay hidden. You can get closer to the enemy, but yet still remain hidden. Score is 10-10, and I'm going to kill 4 of the 5 remaining tanks. I've only got 1 AP round left, so we're going to see how this works out. I don't like to shoot the APCR, but I do bring it in the game in case I need it. Let's speed it up a little bit. And here we go. Dead. About to be dead. That's 2 kills. I did look this up on worldoftankreplays.com, and for the 1.3 update, which is the current update, the highest damage amount was 1,500. And as I've been playing, I've been getting around 1,000 damage per game, or 1,200 damage. So it is kind of in line with what other good players are getting. Because it's a rapid fire gun, you're going to do less. You're going to do less damage per shot than with a derp style gun. However, you do have the opportunity to kill a lot of tanks if they're low on hit points. You can rapidly go and aim fast, reload fast, hit them fast. You kill a lot of tanks. You notice that my allies are not as aggressive as I am. I want those kills, so I'm going to chase those kills. Come on, guys, show yourself. Oh, that's too bad. That's what happens when you use the auto-aim. You're going to flub some of the shots. and go for the ram. So he did injure my driver. Let's see if I repair him. It looks like I have not repaired the driver. Got 3 kills, 693 damage. It'll only be a matter of time. He's going to have to show himself at some point. We are converging on this tank. Oh, there he is. And he's going to be out of the game real fast, and that's it. That's 4 kills, 841 damage, 0 spotting damage, and that's the Stug IV. This tank is the Stug IV. This is a German Tier 5 tank destroyer. The map is Ruinberg. I am going to get 4 kills in this game. This is a reward tank. If you do the first campaign and you complete the campaign missions, you can win a free Stug IV tank. You don't have to pay any gold, you don't have to pay any silver, you don't have to pay any cash. You can get this tank for free. I would say that if you're an experienced player, it's fairly easy to get this tank. You're going to need Tier 5 and Tier 6 tanks in order to complete the missions. If you have only Tier 3 and 4 tanks, you're not going to be quite ready for it. You can do the missions, and the missions will help you earn rewards such as silver and equipment and things like that. However, in order to complete it, you're going to need to be up to Tier 6. And if you're higher than Tier 6, you're easily going to be able to complete the campaign missions to win this tank. Oh, nice, nice. 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 Just sit there, buddy. Just sit there. Oh, it's too bad. Oh, that's also too bad. Yeah, it could have been a 5-kill game and only get 4 kills. So I usually get 4 kills when I play this tank. That's pretty common. And I usually do around 1,000 damage. It's pretty typical for a game. So in this particular game, I'm back on the red line in a sniping position. We have one medium tank that is on the front lines, and the Matilda is moving forward, but we don't know how far he's going to go. The enemy controls the front line right now. My tank is not a well-armored tank, so you got to be careful. You don't want the enemy to be shooting at you. Obviously, you're going to be okay against lower-tier tanks. Oh, that was another shot I could have had. Okay, I got it. Okay, so that's my second kill, and I got 559 damage. So it's not a well-armored tank. You do have to stay away from the enemy. You do have to stay hidden. Again, against a lower-tier tank, you're probably going to be fine, but against the same tier or higher, you got to watch out for those enemy guns. I don't like to sit back and do nothing. I like to be aggressive. It's difficult to be aggressive with this tank because you don't have the spotting range to do it. Your camo is going to be pretty good. The mobility is pretty good. It's not the best. It's not like an E25. If you want to see what this tank is like, there's a tank called the Stug IV. There's more than one tank in the German tech tree, and you can play that tank and get a general idea of what this tank is like. But you're going to want to make sure you have the similar gun, because the Stug III also has a derp gun. And there's going to be a big difference between the derp gun and the fast-firing gun. Okay, so that's 3 kills for me. Come on, buddy, show yourself. There's some sort of a monument that might be right in front of me, which is preventing me from hitting that tank. Okay, so now I've got me and 4 allies. There's 5 of us total that are advancing across the field, and the score is 10-7. We're in a pretty good position right now. We're up against a light tank and maybe 3 SPGs. Okay, so there's 1 TD that hasn't been spotted yet. We're in a good position. And we should take out these SPGs pretty quick. I got 881 damage, 208 spotting damage, 3 kills. Oh, that sucks. In this case, you want to aim for the gun. The gun being right here, where the green dot is. And the reason why is because if you aim for that gun, there's a chance you could damage it or knock it out. And if you can knock it out, then he won't be able to fire. And if you damage it, then his accuracy might be reduced. So that's how you save yourself when you're in that position. Okay, so that's the game for me. I got 4 kills, 1,300 damage, 208 spotting damage, and the score is currently 12-8.